Howdy. These are my grapevines. It's middle of January. About time to trim these suckers back before they start growing again in a month or two. And if you don't trim your grapevines back, they don't do much. When I first grew grapes, I started growing grapes about 8 or more years ago. When I first grew them, I let them just grow however they wanted to the first couple of years, and they grew real tall and they got spindly, and I got very few grapes. And after a few years of that, I finally read up on pruning and decided that's it, I'm just gonna cut them back brutally. And I looked at what I did and I went, oh my goodness, I can't believe I just did that. And the next year they grew like crazy, they recovered. Grapevines take a lot of pruning, and I know that now. These have been pruned every year since I got them, and you can see how much density. I actually had to come through here with hedge trimmers and clean them up so I could even walk in between the rows. I'm gonna just show you a little bit about how I clean up these grapevines. You want to kind of go just a few buds of growth from the previous year, just leave like 3 or 4. Cut these babies off. And I'm sure that like a professional vine dresser or somebody in France will probably see this video and just scoff at me because they've got a much better method. And I'm sure you do, but this is how I do it and it works. And if you can tell me a better way, please do in the comments. You're really gonna just kind of come in here and be brutal, take off a lot of stuff, and cut crossing vines, and make sure you clean up. Just chuck them. Now if you like to make baskets, grapevines are great for baskets. I've done that before, but they look terrible when I do it. So I obviously need to work on my basket making skills whenever I get time for that. Probably right after the time I decide to master plastic canvas. You can see I'm just taking lots out of here. Lots and lots and lots. I'd like to remain, keep the structure on this remaining properly. They've done a good job grabbing onto these wires that I set for them, so I'm going to leave a little bit there so they can hang on and be set for the next year. But it pays to be brutal with grapes. They really like it. See, taking a lot off here. You see, I leave some remaining, like you can see with my structure, maintaining structure. For a disorganized person, this is very important. But I'm basically taking a lot of the middle out, the stuff, the little tweeny, windy, twiny, twisty bits in the middle that I don't like. Take these little side shoots off. Keep a couple of buds here and there in case they decide they want to bloom for me this next year. Which they will. One thing, I have an aunt who is very precise and organized and does everything beautifully in her gardening, and she laughs at my terrible looking wires and reclaimed lumber. They work to support the grapes, but they're not pretty. You can do this in many more beautiful ways. I just wanted to get it done really fast and plant grapes with stuff I already had laying around. So I didn't pay anything for it. And that counts for something. There. That's basically it. See how much I took off of there? Quite a bit. But just from that little bit that's left here, I will have a lot of new vines come February, early March when they decide to take off again. Not bad, huh?
You're never too old for a pony ride. No, you're never too old for a pony ride. Oh, you're never too old for a pony ride. No, you're never too old for a pony ride. They're kinda like a horse, but they're smaller. A giraffe is like a pony, but its neck is taller. If you wanna ride, just give me a holler. All rides are $1. You're never too old for a pony ride. No, you're never too old for a pony ride.
What you want to do is get yourself a pair of these guys, and you want to sterilize them. So in order to sterilize them, what you do is you smoke a cigar, and then you drink a cup of coffee, and then you just breathe on them. That should kill anything.